Well. Hello, friends. Yet another week gone. Time flies, doesn't it? I hope your week has been well. You know, physically, mentally. I hope you've been achieving your goals. As for me, well, it's been pretty well. I've not been as down mentally. I've lost weight again. I thought about my goals. All in all, it was a pretty good week. You know, I thought again about my motivation, what I want, where I want to see myself, the life I want to live. And I still think that's one of the key things you have to do to truly get yourself a change of mindset, a change of life. I always drifted from day to day. I hated thinking about the future. There was nothing I really wanted. So, of course, I couldn't bring myself to work towards something that's 5, 10, 20 years in the future. But yeah, I thought about it, and not just the life I want, but something else that motivated me. That one specific scene, this kind of scene I'm not sure if I really want to see that. That's quite negative. You see, it was fairly late in the evening. I was sitting on the couch, craving sugar, goddamn ice cream. And I was fairly close to getting some because, sweets, tasty, addictive. But I thought about it, and besides the fact that I'm incredibly unwilling to ever spend any money and that I want to lose weight, I thought about, the other people, the people around me. What would they think? And yeah, they would laugh at me, they would look down on me. Because if I was in their situation, I would do the same. I want to lose weight and I can't even go 1 week without sugar? Weak loser will never succeed. That's what I would think. So of course that's what I expect, what others think of me in such a situation, because it's deserved. So that scene I thought of was in 5, 10, 15 years, doesn't really matter how long, but me coming back to them, having succeeded in all I wanted, and them still not having moved forward, still the same life except that they're older, and me, with dedication and hard work, with willingness to suffer, I got what I wanted. And now they regret how they treated me, how they thought of me. Because I did not forget and I did not forgive. And that scene motivated me. But it's such a dark scene. Do I really want something like that to control my motivation? I'm still not sure. Motivation is motivation, and as long as it gets me to my goals, that's fine and dandy. But, I don't want to be negative. Well, doesn't really matter, does it? But let's not talk about negative things. I've overcome my anger and my sadness, my frustration, and I could look at the nice future again. And I think that's a lot stronger than wanting people to pay. After all, it's my life, not theirs. In the end, even if I succeed everything and they regret, what do I gain? Nothing. So instead of, it's the same thing as I would think now. I didn't get ice cream because I thought of what they would think. But in the same way, I don't want to succeed because of what they think, It has to be self-centric. I want to succeed because of me. I want to lose weight because of me. And speaking of losing weight, I did that. And I was really happy because The entire week I managed to stay below 165 every single day. And ever since managing to drop below that, I have the dedication to not go above it again. I managed to breach that, that ceiling, and I'm not going above it again. I've been losing weight, and I'm quite glad about it. The lowest weight I had this week was 163.7 kilos, which was quite a massive loss, because suddenly in 2 days there was a kilo gone. Again, I don't expect to keep that. I don't expect to lose a kilo in a week every week. I want it to be slow and sustainable, because only then will I manage to not gain it all back again. And I lost weight before and gained it back. That's not a fun experience. It's mentally crushing and takes so much more effort to lose again. Because you had one, only to lose it all. So, as I always say in these videos, in my newsletter, Fat Losses, link down in the description, subscribe now, maybe even on Twitter, it's not about what works for others, because there is no perfect solution. It's only about what works for you. If you manage to lose 100 kilos in a year and keep it off, brilliant, tell me about it. But if you don't manage to keep it off, there's no point in it. And to keep it off, it has to be sustainable. That's why diets fail. They are not sustainable. If you're hungry 80% of the day, obviously you will cave in at some point, and then you fail because you can't restart. So try some changes, not massive changes. Just, small things. Instead of potato chips, get some pickles. Instead of, French fries, try some rice. Instead of cheese sauce, try, I really don't know. But, think about what you can do better. For example, my favorite change was normal pasta and replacing it with pasta made from red lentils or chickpeas. There's only one option of those in the stores I get, which means, monopoly, which sucks. And they're about twice as expensive as normal pasta. I get a 250 gram bag for the same price as I would get a 500 gram bag of the others. But they taste just as good. They have a bit more fiber, and they have a whole lot more protein. And protein makes and keeps you sated, which is better. Same calories, so you don't lose anything on that front, sadly. But I think that you eat less is the biggest gain of those. And honestly, I really think those are better. I used to eat half a bag of pasta, which means 250 grams. But it would fill me up. I wouldn't be hungry after eating it. But I would be hungry again 2, maybe 3 hours later. The problem with that is that meal I had eaten, that big meal for the day, was 1,500, 2,000 calories? Eating that number, I expect to be full the entire day, to maybe, a snack. But nothing that would make me think, fuck, I'm hungry. But that's the problem I always had with normal pasta. So I tried changing that, and it worked. The important part is to find what works for you. If it's fresh fruit, try fresh fruit. Is it fish? Try fish. Eggs? Eat eggs. Just try some stuff. It doesn't even have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be a big overhaul of your entire food supply. Small changes can be enough. Just try. Alright, but I don't want to ramble on. After all, my advice doesn't really have much value yet. After all, I haven't succeeded. 5 kilos is great, but compared to the amount I want to lose, it's just a drop in the ocean. So I understand if my advice is not worth much to you. If I was in your pants, in your position, wouldn't believe me either. After all, if my advice is so great, why haven't I lost all the weight yet? I get it. So I don't want to chew your ear off. I'm making progress, and I feel good. And I hope you're making progress as well. And if you want to know how it was like for me last week, there's a video right there. Check it out. Until next week. See ya!